We are being visited.
Is it an alien ship? A comet?
On 1st of July 2025, the survey telescope network ATLAS in Chile detected a faint moving object, initially thought to be an asteroid.
It was first noticed as nothing more than a faint glimmer of light, and the system had flagged it as a routine object, a possible...
But within hours, the orbital data showed something that changed everything.
They claimed the James Webb Space Telescope spotted a large object about 10 light-years away, moving toward Earth.
Astronomers checked the numbers again and again. The eccentricity was far greater than 1, too high for any comet born in our system.
Astronomers called it 3I/Atlas, named after the Atlas system that detected it. At first, the headlines were calm.
Another visitor from another star, nothing more than cosmic debris flung across space. But something about it didn't fit the usual pattern.
It wasn't just its speed, nearly 60 kilometers a second relative to the sun, but the way it moved.
For an object arriving randomly from another system, that was statistically improbable.
Then came the first deep exposures. The object showed a faint, symmetrical glow, not quite a tail, not quite a coma.
At a distance of 6 astronomical units, long before it should have warmed enough for sublimation, it was already active.
Some began to call it a green ghost.
In a single week, this colossal interstellar traveler blazed from red to emerald green, something no one expected and no telescope. The cause? Unfamiliar molecules, possibly alien cyanides, lighting up in ways never seen in our solar system. As it approached, the Vera Rubin Observatory caught high-resolution data that hinted at internal flickers of light within the coma.
Scientists dismissed it as a rotational signature, perhaps the sunlight glinting off an irregular surface.
By August, 3I Atlas was the size of a Manhattan island in estimation, about 11 kilometers across.
The light curve indicated that its surface reflected light in a way inconsistent with dusty ice.
And the James Webb Space Telescope detected emission lines corresponding to an alloy never recorded in any natural sample.
That was when the murmurs began, first on private forums of astrophysicists, then in classified defense circles. Could this be an artifact?
Could a civilization somewhere in the galaxy have sent a probe, frozen?
Even more alarming is its size. The fact that it's at least 1,000, maybe up to 1,000,000 times more massive than previous interstellar objects.
During December, on December 19th, it will come closest to Earth, and that will be 1 week before Christmas.
We could get the gift of seeing the best image of it. Its trajectory is lying in the plane of the planets, and it's coming pretty...
And that suggests maybe it has some purpose. The suggestion caused uproar, yet no one could prove him wrong.
When it passed Jupiter's orbit, something else happened. Its trajectory subtly altered.
But the change could not be explained by gravity or outgassing. Yet the adjustment was consistent with a controlled vector.
The anomaly was logged, debated, then buried under cautious terminology.
By September, every major observatory was following it.
Spectroscopic data from the European Southern Observatory confirmed unusual thermal stability on its surface.
Some said it might have a crust of exotic metal acting as insulation. Others whispered of a self-powered shell. Hubble captured something stranger. Around the object, a halo of charged particles formed
These symmetrical plumes rotated in sync with the 23-minute intervals seen earlier.
Radio telescopes turned their dishes toward it, scanning for signal. For 2 nights, the Allen Telescope Array picked up narrowband emissions near 1420 MHz, the hydrogen line. Then, they vanished. The official statement said, "Instrumental interference."
When it crossed the orbit of Mars, its brightness dipped sharply, then flared.
Spectrographs revealed bursts of ultraviolet radiation, inconsistent with any natural reflection.
To some, it looked like a thermal venting sequence. To others, it looked like ignition.
Governments quietly assembled working groups. The Pentagon's Space Domain Awareness Unit listed it as an object of interest.
The European Space Agency proposed a flyby mission, but time was too short.
By the time it reached the inner solar system, it would already be leaving again.
Spectrographic data from 3I Atlas revealed a strong nickel signature, far purer than that found in natural meteorites.
Simple thoughts. The alloy ratio suggests deliberate refinement, rather than planetary differentiation. Nickel.
In late October, the New York Post broke the story, quoting an anonymous Harvard source claiming 3I Atlas emitted.
It sparked global frenzy. Within hours, social media filled with comparisons to Oumuamua, discovered in 2017.
Oumuamua was the first confirmed interstellar object. 3I's Atlas is...
Immediately, there were theories that 3I/Atlas could be an alien probe, and that the object might be observing us.
But even within their ranks, not everyone agreed. As it passed beyond Earth's orbit, radar arrays detected faint echoes inconsistent with its size.
The reflections hinted at interior cavities, hollow spaces where density should be solid.
Then came the silence. Instruments that had tracked flawlessly began to lose lock.
The tail vanished completely. When Hubble reoriented days later, 3I Atlas was gone.
Only infrared sensors on the Spitzer successor mission caught its faint heat trail, narrow, coherent, like exhaust fading into space.
A minority whispered that it had accelerated.
In the months that followed, 3I/Atlas faded into the outer darkness. Only fragments of data remained.
Spectrum here, a real pulse there. Yet within those fragments, patterns linked, binary prime primes, ratios of hydrogen for...
They say it did not arrive randomly. Its approach vector traced backward not to an arbitrary point in the galaxy. The odds of 2 interstellar visitors arriving from the same general stellar neighborhood are infinitesimal, unless they were sent. And so the theory took root that 3I Atlas was not debris but message. A silent observer drifts.
Its metallic shell could be ancient beyond measure, tens of millions of years old, still functioning.
The 7-second transmission of prime number intervals could have been a handshake protocol, a mathematical greeting that any intelligent species could decode.
But perhaps, realizing what we are, it chose silence again, continuing on its endless journey.
Imagine a nuclear-powered probe, autonomous, self-repairing, older than civilization itself.
That would explain its immense mass, its energy stability, its indifference to solar storms. Perhaps they are indifferent, or perhaps they are waiting for a signal of acknowledgement. What we choose to send next will define us. The earliest civilizations left warnings that sound eerily relevant now. In Sumerian tablets, those who from heaven to earth came. They spoke of fiery craft that descended from the sky, machines that glowed like molten metal.
For centuries, these stories were dismissed as mythology, but modern data about interstellar visitors like 3I Atlas
Sumerian astronomer priests tracked those cycles with uncanny precision, predicting cosmic alignments between Earth, the Sun, and distant stars.
That coincidence, once irrelevant, now seems mathematically unsettling.
The tablets of Enki speak of the messengers of the deep, who traversed the void in shining.
Scholars once interpreted this as poetic metaphor for meteors or comets, but in the context of a nuclear-powered interstellar.
If the Anunnaki were explorers using automated craft, 3i Atlas might be one of those messengers.
The Sumerians divided time into epochs they called Sar, each roughly 3,600 years.
Cylinder seals unearthed at Ur and Kish show elongated objects streaking across the heaven, surrounded by smaller spheres.
Mainstream archaeology calls them symbolic depictions of stars. Yet their geometry,
It is possible that ancient witnesses saw the same structure millennia ago, leaving visual records interpreted later as divine art. The promise of return carved on Sumerian tablets would not be prophecy, but schedule.
Some fear this possibility, imagining conquest or judgment. Others see hope that advance.
In either case, 3i Atlas forces us to confront the oldest human question. Are we alone?
For now, the probe has vanished into the deep beyond Jupiter, its trajectory bending toward the outer darkness.
Yet in the silence of its departure, the words of the ancients echo louder than ever.
When the star of the gods returns, they wrote, men shall know their makers.
Whether those makers are myth or machine, the alignment of mythic memory and modern observation suggests that
focus on the anomalous outgassing. Tracking the gravitational influence versus the course correction.
We're losing telemetry on Atlas.
Check the backup array. Acquisition is failing.
It's gone. Signal lost.
The chariot of the gods ascends, a fiery light in the dark.
This visualization emphasizes the object's trajectory.
For now, the probe has vanished into the deep beyond Jupiter. The alignment of mythic memory
than we dare to imagine.